What's up, everybody? My name's Coriander, and welcome to a bit of a different episode than I've done in the past. I actually haven't posted in a very long time, but I want to get back into YouTube, and I wanted to share with the people that care about it how I got to, or from Plat to the end of last season to Champion 1 this season with Champion rewards. And one of the biggest things I did was I changed how I started each of my playing sessions. So at the beginning of every one of my playing sessions, I would go into free play for 10 to 15 minutes and practice everything that I needed to practice. Like, well, you don't really need to practice air dribbles, but they're fun to practice. When I first started, I could not hit an air dribble to save my life. Like, I could get it, I could do a pass off the wall pretty accurately, but it ended up like this most of the time. And, like, that was a center for my teammate, and he would go up and sometimes score, but usually it resulted in super easy clear and usually a goal, because that was two people out of commission for a while. Free play is the best way to get better mechanically, or one of the best ways besides just no-lifing the game, you know. And like, all the pros swear by it. I know Squishy Muffins, he does like a 20-minute warm-up, I believe, like every day before he starts doing anything. I believe Rizzo and like pretty much any pro goes into free play whenever they are queuing for matches, because it takes so long for a grand champ to be queued for matches, because I think compared to the player base, there is a ridiculously low amount of grand champs in the world. Literally only the people that you see at our RLCS, and not even all of them are grand champions, which is a little crazy. But yeah, this is the biggest thing that I did. And you know, if all the pros swear by it, I thought, you know, they can't all be wrong, because I used to just be like, oh no, I just gotta play the game more. I just need to actually get real world practice, and real world practice is great and all, but you also need like time to practice on your own, because these situations come up. They don't come up like in every single game. They're not like, you're not guaranteed to get set up for a pass off the wall that turns into backboard read. It just doesn't happen every game. You just don't know what will happen every game, because every game's different. So it's just a good way to practice situations that you know are going to show up, but they don't show up consistently, or they don't show up every single game. And so just like go into free play before your Rocket League session, hit the ball around, figure out how it works, do whatever you need to work on. Like, you need to work on some wall reads, maybe saves in awkward positions. You could like do this. Someone hits the ball at your goal really slow. You think you can't get back in time, so you just don't even try, but it turns out you can get there in time. You just haven't been practicing getting there in time. And I am still not anywhere close to being amazing at this game. I'm just sharing my story about how I got slightly better, like enough to get to champ, which I know is a lot of people's goal in this game. And this video is more for the people that are like stuck Diamond 3, Plat 3, even Gold 3, honestly. But yeah, this is the biggest change I made. Another is, you probably heard a lot too, is playing smart. Like, knowing when to go for a ball, and we'll play an online match real quick in casuals to see if we can get an example of that. Okay, we got a match. Oh, also, one thing that helped me that I changed up about my, I guess, play style. Practicing kickoffs, that was a bad one, but you get the idea. Practicing kickoffs, it's kind of hard, but you can go into 1v1, set it to no bots, and then, oh, nice shot. Alright, so you go into 1v1 against bots, but you set it to no bots, so that's just you. You'll get spawned at the kickoffs, and you just go and see if you can hit the ball in the middle towards net. Because that's your goal, ultimately, is to get the ball, get the ball going directly that way. It's like that guy did. What a save, though. Also, the biggest part about playing with other people, or even if you're playing 1v1s, is knowing when to go for the ball. Like, knowing that your opponents are about to have a touch, knowing if your teammate is going to go for it. That is very big. If like two of them going for it, they both missed, or if I hadn't have been waiting, it could have been horrible. Yeah, score it, buddy. Alright. So two teammates going for the ball at the same time is a bad thing. Like, I know it happens a lot. It happens a lot even in like RLCS games. I've seen it happen. Like, sometimes it can't be avoided. Sometimes there's poor communication and stuff like that. But if you can resist the urge to like go for a pop fly that's across the map, then you'll do your team and yourself a favor. Because going for the same ball, going for the ball at the wrong time, are all things that lead to the opponent scoring and you losing the game. I'm not saying like play so defensively. Oh god, that was bad. That was really bad on my part. I'm not saying play so defensively that you never leave goal or never leave your half, but play smart. Like, go for balls that need to be, that like you are the one that has to go for it. Eventually you will get the hang of it. Sorry, I'm not used to talking while playing, but you'll get used to which balls you're going for and things like that. Where did? Okay. I'm knocked out. Like, always go for balls before you give them give your opponent an opportunity to score. That was the thing I had to learn, because before I would you know, just go for, or I would sit in goal until they shot, because I was like, oh yeah, oh my god. I thought he was gonna go to goal, so that was supposed to be to him, and he just rage quit. But knowing when to go for the ball, knowing if you should go for the ball, was my biggest problem, definitely. And that's what kept me in Plat for the longest time, because you go for the ball at the wrong time, you're going to get either flicked on or just hit over you. You're going to get would have saved a lot, like a lot. That was my favorite part of it. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna leave the video here. In conclusion, free play, 10-15 minutes. I know some people, like, they don't get to play a lot, and that kind of sucks. But if you want to rank up, like, free play for mechanical skills, you can also queue for ones. That was one way I increased my mechanical skills, because that gives you a competent goalie to like go against. But in conclusion, free play, play smart, go for balls that they are yours to go for. Don't just go up. You don't have to play super defensively either. There's a sweet spot, and once you find it, like it's super helpful. Oh, one thing I did to practice backboard reads was went into custom trainings, and there is aerial shots rebound. There's the download code if you would like to try it. It's literally just a bunch of backboard reads, and you just go through them. They get increasingly difficult. There's 34 of them. You can do your reads, your fast shots off the wall, your little dunks, whatever you want to do. And there are other training packs too. A lot of people will agree training packs are good, but they set you up for very specific shots. Like, practicing one shot will help you with the idea, but it will not help you in other situations. Like, you go up like this for this shot, or the first shot every time, you're going to miss that ball. But then you start practicing this one and you're like, oh, there it is. I can just go over here. But yeah. So custom training is a good tool, but it shouldn't be your only tool. Okay, good. Alright. I am going to end the video here, and oh god. Alright, I'm going to end the video here, and thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And please remember to keep it spicy.